Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody. So we have another guest on the show today. This is introduce yourself to my small
I'm
audience.
June. I exist. I'm June.
Come on, put some more
Yeah.
enthusiasm in it.
I'm not and yeah, I'm
Well, look.
here.
All right. Well, and June, how old are you, June?
I'm 18.
You're 18.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you identify as? But hold up. First of all, you are transsexual, right?
Yeah. Male to
Okay.
female,
And
transsexual.
okay, so that's who you are. This is June, and June exists. We got that out of the way. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
exist. I'm
so I'm
not an AI. I am not a computer.
okay. I was just kind of off topic a little bit, but I was talking to YouTube support, and I
These
had
two support. Oh
yeah
God.
yeah. And look, the first question I had to ask was, "Are you a human?" Because it's so
No,
many.
they're like that. I used to have a Minecraft Let's Play channel a few years ago.
And
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just shit. Like, shit happens, and it's like retarded.
Yeah, it's all retarded and shit. Okay, so
Everything's retarded.
let's get to some of these questions, and
Yeah, let's go.
if if there's any question that you're not comfortable with answering, just say next question.
Yeah, I'll say.
Don't no pressure, no pressure.
Nah, I don't really care.
Okay, so first question: did your parents have any understanding or consideration for the possibility that their child may be transsexual, or did you have to come to this conclusion all on your own in private, pretty much? Like, did you have liberal, progressive parents that are the type to say, okay, we'll allow our child to choose their gender identity later. Like, we're not gonna, like, the type.
Yeah, I get you. No, my parents are horrible people.
Oh, oh wow.
Yeah, both conservative Christians. They both hate each other, both alcoholics. Um, I was almost aborted. That's silly.
Oh,
Um, but like my grandma convinced them not to abort me because it's like against God or whatever.
I mean that's a pretty good reason. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that's that's kind of not okay according to the Bible.
Y yeah. I told them I was questioning a few months ago, and they're kind of like very off about it.
Ooh,
Like I
ooh.
talk to my mom like once a week, my dad once a month type it is now. So
So you think that you
I
um
don't live with either of my parents, by the way. Just like to
okay,
add that in.
but you think that you revealing this aspect of your character, you think it's starting to cause a rift between you and your parents?
My family in general, like I'm on the verge. I would definitely like become homeless, like if I ended up coming out.
Oh, so like nobody knows? Like, is it like a secret, or are you?
It's like a big, yeah, no one knows type shit. Like,
So that's why. And I mean no offense when I say this, but it doesn't sound like you've been voice training very much.
no, I haven't, not at all, actually. So yeah,
Yeah, but look, that's perfectly fine because I think what's interesting about these conversations is that getting people in like different stages, like
yeah, I get that.
as far
That,
as
yeah,
their journey, because the last person I talked to is like 29, and like they are completely like just immersed
just
in
out
being
there.
yeah, like they like
Yeah,
they've gone through the struggle and they're established as an individual, and you sound like someone that's more so like in the early
no, like I
stages.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't know I was a training for like till like 2 years ago. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I've been on HRT for like less than a year now.
Okay. So have you noticed any changes thus far?
No, I definitely do not have D-cup breasts.
but
You
but
get it is not hard to boy mode at all.
Okay.
Okay, I do
So,
not get assumed as a 15-year-old boy these days.
okay. Um, so next question. Oftentimes, when you talk to someone who has an alternative sexuality or even a fetish, when you dive into their past, you can find certain hints or evidence of where these aspects of their character or preferences may have began. When you think back, where do you see the earliest signs that ultimately led to you to deciding to transition?
Um, like when I was like a little kid, like in private school and shit. Um, I'd only want to be friends with like the girls and shit. Like I was only friends with girls in like school. And then like I realized I was like gay, like really early, like fourth grade, kindish. Um, and I tried to like no one was fucking gay and shit in like fourth grade. Like no one fucking knows that. So it was like I kind of was with the girls. I was like, oh, I kind of have a crush on this guy. Like I made him a special Valentine's because it was like no, because at my school we would have Valentine's and everyone had to like give out like the Valentine shit like card or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you had to make one for each person in your class, and I made a special one just for that guy.
Uh huh.
Um
Did he get the hint?
yeah, and I almost got kicked out of school for that. He
Whoa.
ended, he pushed me down the stairs one time. Like after that I got really fucking like bullied. Like
Oh,
before I was kind of just there. I was kind of just the dare kid that's like like hangs out with the girls, but it's like after that I was like the gay kid and like yeah, like my parents found out after that. Like
okay.
yeah.
So your parents, they see you as being gay at this point, but they don't know about like your trans identity.
No, they don't know. They know I'm questioning that I'm trans.
Okay.
Okay, like after the reaction, I told him like 2 months, like November. I told him like that I'm not, just so like they don't know.
Okay. So kind of lost my train of thought there. Now you tell them that you're questioning, but you're actually certain at this point, though, right? Like it's not a
Mm,
question in your mind.
yeah, not. Wait, let me process that. Sorry. No, it's not like a question. Like I definitely still have thoughts of like I'm wrong, like I'm wrong about it, but it's like in all reality, I know I'm not wrong. I'm just retarded and like don't like suffering.
Well, I was talking to somebody and they referred to themselves as an HRT femboy. They don't consider themselves
I usually just like claim I'm a failed male type shit because
that's
I don't I don't pass as a femboy. I pass
okay.
as like a guy. So it's
Okay.
like yeah.
Okay. So but um let me get to the next question because you kind of made me depressed a little bit. You kind of
Yeah, sorry. Keep going.
your story is
I'm
already
sorry about that.
yeah, like I'm sorry, because the last person I talked to, they was like it all went so smooth for them, and it was all fun and rainbows, and now I like damn, dude, you getting bullied and shit. I'm sorry, but
Nah,
I'll try.
it's silly. It's silly. It happens. I
Okay,
still
okay,
get bullied at school.
okay. So
I don't even go private school anymore. Fuck that. Uh,
so now okay, I kind of already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask anyway.
yeah.
It's very common with LGBT people that there is a period of confusion, denial, or even self hate regarding their sexual preferences or identity. Did you experience this at all, or was it more of a smooth process for you?
For like the gay part, it's really smooth. Like I was just like, okay, I'm into guys because
Okay.
I realized that when I was like in fourth grade, I was like 10 or some shit.
Uh huh.
Um, If it was a choice, I would not be trans, like
Oh,
at all. Like I would 100%.
rather just be a regular gay male, basically.
I genuinely would rather just be like a gay guy, than be trans. But
Why
it's
do you?
like, you,
What is it in
you
particular?
go.
What is it in particular about being trans that makes it so much more difficult to deal with?
Like, I live in Florida.
Okay, Florida male.
Take yeah, Florida male. Um, Florida laws against trans people fucking suck. First of all,
Yeah,
um, it's just like the process of it all, you know, like having to do puberty again, basically. Um, accessing hormones, the social issues about it, like the mental issues about just knowing you're in the wrong body. You're like never really gonna conform to that type of like fantasy of who you actually want to be. Um, and shit, you know?
do you think to a certain degree, maybe part of your uneasiness about it is the difficulty of trying to live up to the beauty standard or the particular look, the level of femininity that you want?
To an extent, but it's also like the like functional things. Like I have thoughts that like I'm never gonna be a natural woman because I can't get pregnant, for example.
Yeah.
Like I can't have my own kids. Like even now because I'm fucking like infertile now. But it's
Wait,
like
hold up. How are you infertile at this point?
HRT makes you infertile at a certain point. Even then, like my sperm was like super. I'm very low testosterone male.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
like like puberty hit me hard, but it's like after puberty hit me hard, like it kind of just gave up.
okay. Okay. Um, so how did your family and friends react to your decision to transition? Was it positive or
They don't know.
they don't? Yeah, and we addressed that.
Yeah,
They
my family doesn't know. Like I don't have any friends really. I have like maybe a handful.
yeah, me too.
They know. They're cool. I love them. They're like the best people in my life. Right?
But your
Like
family is just they, you know.
I would be on a stick, like Vlad the Impaler style, if they found out.
But it's like they already know that you're gay. I don't see how it's such a big leap from accepting your child as gay.
There's gay marriage law. They're more accepting of it, but they're not like accepting. Like they wouldn't want me to get married to a guy. They're just like, okay, I have three brothers,
Uh huh.
but three and a half. I have a half brother as well. Um, so it's not like they're not gonna have grandkids.
Yeah, like
They don't
it's
have.
like yeah, they already have enough heterosexual male children, so it's
I
like
don't have any sisters. I don't have
yeah,
any sisters. They don't have any daughters. I have a stepsister
uh huh,
technically, but like that doesn't count really.
yeah.
That's like bullshit.
So they're not too upset about your sexuality because it's like, well, you know,
They just don't care that much.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Yeah, but like for my dad, it's technically like 3 out of 5 because I have that one half
Yeah.
brother. But yeah,
Okay.
uh,
So you identify as female, but what I've noticed is that some
more or
transsexual,
less.
more or less, God, but what I've noticed is that some transsexuals they report having somewhat unusual attraction patterns. They'll say things like, "I feel more attracted to men after taking HRT." Or them preferring to date other transsexuals instead of men. Have you noticed anything similar? And what have been your
I
and what are your personal preferences?
Right now I personally prefer guys like 100%. I tried dating. I was a trans man like once. It was actually like my first actual relationship, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's like I didn't realize how bad the relationship was until like way later, way late into the relationship. It was only like a 6-7 month long thing, but still like I just like I regret it really badly.
What made it bad, if you don't mind me asking?
First of all, she was. I feel like I was dating her because she was basically a man. 6 foot. Um, uh, like Anglo jaw, like basically the definition of a Hun. I feel bad saying it, but she was a
Yeah,
Hun.
yeah.
Like, um, only 17 as well. She was only 17. I'm a year older than her. I'm in high school still, so it's silly. Um, I was buying her DIY like HRT and shit for like a good 2-3 months, and then she was like, "No, I don't want to do HRT anymore because it's like not working." But then I called her a fucking retard, and we broke up because it's like the effects don't come in until like 3 months. But she stopped like at the 3 month mark. It's like I could not stand that, and like she thought we were still dating after, and she broke up with me. I'm doing air quotes right now. She broke up with me in like December, like a bit before Christmas Eve. I'm sorry about like the venting or whatever, but yeah,
Oh,
that's basically it.
I'm trying because I've never been in a relationship, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was
how
my
this is.
first and only so far relationship, so yeah.
Yeah, I can never really wrap my head around relationship drama and stuff, but
Yeah, like no, it's just hard as shit. And she was like poly and shit, and I can't do poly. Like
yeah. So
I could only focus on one person at a time. Like
yeah, nah, I feel you, I feel you, and but you think choosing to be with this person was primarily because they were already so masculine, and you just are attracted to masculinity anyway.
yeah, that's more or less how I saw it. Um, yeah, I'm also just like touched and attention starved, so it's just like I wanted the attention type shit.
A certain level of desperation on your end.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I kind of just got desperate,
Okay. Yeah, it
and
happens. It happens.
they already wanted to be like friends with benefit.
Yeah, so
Like
it was
they asked me if I wanted to be like a friends with benefit to them.
okay.
Um, but yeah, then I was like, I don't think I could do friends with benefits. And then they were like, okay, fine, you could be my girlfriend or whatever. And like it's a bunch of shit. After we broke up, she got like grooming allegations.
Wait, boom,
Uh,
grooming?
yeah, she groomed a 14-year-old for like nudes and shit. Apparently,
Wow.
I have
Yeah,
no
that's
proof of this. It's just like an allegation.
okay.
So it's like,
Rumors.
yeah,
Rumor.
rumors. Like she had a bunch of like stuff going on with that. Like she's like a metal like guitar artist or whatever, like music.
Mm-hmm.
And she like did this collaboration, and then the person she collabed with found out like that, and it was like a big deal.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
But overall, you would say that your attraction is primarily towards men, as it has always
yeah,
been,
yeah,
and
definitely.
and you haven't noticed any like change in your preferences after taking HRT.
Um, there was a phase that was kind of just like a bit more into women. Like I still liked men,
Mm-hmm.
but like I was kind of chill with like trans girls as well, because I was like, they still have dicks, you know?
Oh yeah, you can't beat the cock, huh?
Yeah. Again, desperate, attention starved
Yeah.
hours. I still sex with like girls, but it's like yeah.
So I saw an article that stated that 82% of transsexuals have considered suicide, and 40% have attempted
I
suicide.
attempted in February. No, January. I attempted last in
Oh,
January.
well, well, I mean,
Yeah.
well, I'll just finish the question and then I'll let you continue that story.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Have you have you personally struggled with these issues, and what do you believe are the root causes of this?
Yeah, like I said, I attempted in January, like early January, basically on New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a fucking cat in heat outside. I hear there's a cat outside. Sorry, I got distracted.
Focus,
Um,
June. Focus, June.
no, because it's like in heat and it's like doing the fucking loud like yelling shit.
I think I hear it too.
Maybe like they're fucking loud as hell. It's annoying. What is it? What was I saying?
Suicide,
Yeah,
misery,
suicide.
depression.
I attempted it like I think 8 to 10 times last year. Um,
Wow.
yeah, I like almost once a month. It's not a record either. That's like actually minimal for me.
But
Um,
when you say attempted though, I mean it wasn't like you shot yourself or anything like that. You talking like
no, no,
maybe
I'm 18. Like I was fucking 17 last year. Or
maybe
like
like
most of last year.
some light cutting.
Attempted overdose. I don't cut. I burn myself a lot though. Um, I tried getting mauled by a pit bull. Um,
That's an interesting way to try to murder yourself.
no, because there's this guy and he owns like 12 pit bulls
Oh
and they're
my!
like really mean.
I gotta be
And I
honest.
walk by that
Yeah. I hate.
I walk I walk I walk by that house like a lot and it was just like impulse and I kind of just jumped into the guy's yard and like his pit bulls were there. But like he
And
was also there, so like he kind of just stopped them. And then he called the police and I got hit by trespassing. But like I was 17, so he let me go.
oh my god, dude, that's great.
I've tried jumping into traffic a lot. Um, but it's mainly overdose. I try overdosing a lot.
So, what about your mental state now? Do you feel a little bit better than last year? Like maybe we can get
Slightly, yeah. Like
maybe
I made new friends between now and last year, and they've really changed things for me.
maybe this year let's get the attempts down from 8 to 4. You know, progress, right?
Yeah, hopefully. We're already at 1, so we'll see.
You know, but the thing is, you know, I've when I was younger, I'm 30 now.
Oh
When I was,
damn.
you gotta say it like that, shit. I get it. I'm an old
No,
man
but
now.
no, you're like 10 years younger than my dad is. My dad's like 40. My mom's
Oh,
37 or some shit.
oh wow, I could date your mom.
Yeah, you
But
could date my mom. You're black also, so it works out.
yeah, yeah. But when I was when I was when I was around like 20, 21, whatever, like I was depressed and I was suicidal and shit. I ended up in a mental hospital for a while, but the reason why I bring that up though is I'm not trying to play Mr. Therapist here or anything,
No, I
but
get that.
it's just that having lived through something like I'm sure our reasoning for being depressed and suicidal was much different, but I just feel like there was a point as I got older and I started to mature more where it just seems like my mood just balanced out. Like I'm not gonna say I didn't have to put work into it, but I'm glad that I gave myself the chance to let time like pass by and for my maturity level to grow and for the work I put in terms of developing myself to start bearing fruit, so to speak. And again, I'm not good with the whole trying to stop somebody from killing themselves thing, but you know, but I'm just using myself as an example. What I'm trying to say is that uh, maybe you just need to give yourself some time to figure things out. Is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that's what most people have
cause
told me.
I mean, dude, I'm happy as fuck now. Like, I'm too happy. Somebody once said about me, like I have the happy version of depression. And I think like it's so funny because I used to be again I was suicidal, all that shit. They put me in the mental hospital and all that, and now I'm like the exact opposite in terms of like my overall like mood balance and whatnot. So I'm just saying, like again, I'm not Dr. Phil or anything, but you might want to just slow
Yeah, I
down
get it.
and give yourself some time to actually mature And because you probably be surprised about how you feel about life at 25 versus how you feel now.
Yeah, no, honestly, like things are definitely getting a bit better for me. Like I'm hopefully gonna see a guy soon. I have like actually good friends that like care about me. Um, and like I met them right after I broke up with my ex in December, so it's like perfect timing, really.
Yeah, so
And like,
you got some things to look forward to, basically.
yeah, but it's like, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. But like, honestly, looking back on my past and shit, I was institutionalized once, back in like seventh grade. We could get into that story later. It's a big ass funny story.
Yeah, look,
Um,
remind me later, please, dude.
Actually, no, let's just do that now. Let's get that out of the way.
Let's get it out of the
I
way.
think it's
Let's go.
okay. Um, seventh grade. That's like 5, 6 years ago now.
Yeah.
It's my pole phase really. I was big on
Po
pole.
pole phase.
Pole. Yeah, Pelican, whatever. Bit of a Nazi phase. I kind of idolized the Unabomber for a good bit.
Oh, I just did it.
Um,
I just did a feat. I just featured him
yeah,
on my
I
podcast.
saw.
You saw it. Ah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
I watched like handful of your episodes. It just sounded
Wow.
cool.
Wow. I
Yeah.
feel so privileged to have your attention. All right, keep going.
I have a lot of free time. Um, what was I saying? So, seventh grade. Um, near the end of year private school. Like finals are coming up type around that time of year. So let's say like March, May, some around there, some shit like that. Um, I spiral into a very bad, depressive mood. I burned myself a lot that night. I was scratching myself a lot. Um, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think I did cut. I've never. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever cut before. But I ended up like vent texting like this one person on Instagram that like got kicked out of my private school. Um, and like I thought like they never post on Instagram or like their story on Instagram or whatever. So it's like I just assumed they didn't use that Instagram account anymore. Um, they see the messages that I sent them. Um, like one of them is like I'm gonna blow up. Some shit like that. It's hard to remember. It's like 6 years ago, and I deleted those messages because I was like, I didn't want the memory or whatever. Um,
So you were
I go
making
to school.
threats.
Basically, I was making threats. To an extent, they could be viewed as threats. They're vague threats. Um, I go to school next day. They call up my class because my private school is like silly. You go into school. You wait in the cafeteria till your teacher picks you up and brings you to class. Um, so like I'm waiting for my teacher. They call my teacher. I start going up and the principal is there and she's like, "No, you wait here." And then they wait for like I just am sitting there and like eventually like everyone is just gone. Like I'm the only kid in the cafeteria there with the like principal. And she's like, "Okay." And then like two detectives come in and like we end up going to the office and shit. Um, I don't remember much after that. I remember like like the cop car ride. Cause the guys were like, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend?" And I was like, "No." And then they were like cursing and they're silly. They're cool cops. Um, only cool cops I've ever interacted with, by the way.
Yeah.
Um, fuck. My brother's a cop. I'm sidetracking. Fuck. And then I'm in there. I'm chilling. I'm in there for like a week or two. I think if I remember right. It was pretty chill, honestly. Like nothing really memorable. Still remember this one guy that was in there walking. Like his parents sent him there because he was like really suicidal. Like looking back, he was probably like schizophrenic or like something around that. I kind of feel bad. Like, yeah, but I can't do anything about that. Okay, that's basically it.
Oh, I thought like there was some like something extreme happened somewhere, but I guess
From
yeah.
what? Wait, what are you saying?
I thought it was gonna be like a big punchline at the end of the story, but
No, it kind of just it's just something that happened. Like it happened. I can't do anything about
yeah,
that.
you made a threat and then you had to go to the institution for a while, basically.
I got kicked out of private school for that. So yeah.
Wow, so you weren't able to go back?
No, I didn't do my finals, but I still went to eighth grade in public school, and I went to the worst public school in my area.
Oh wow, with the project kids.
Basically, like it was around that like
Uh,
area for middle
oh
school anyway. Yeah,
oh wow, I remember those
yeah,
days.
yeah. There were a lot of fights and shit. I almost
Yeah.
got in a fight. I got a lot of fights in private school, but like out of school with like people. I got in
Okay.
a knife fight once. That was fun.
Oh great, that's
Yeah,
oh boy.
might be the only time I get stabbed or have gotten stabbed. I think.
June, you have
I
a interesting life. You this shit could be a movie.
eh,
The transgender Florida man getting into knife fights. Come on now.
it'd be a boring movie, I think, but maybe.
Idolizes the Unabomber.
Yeah, fucking Mark Scorsese is listening right now, and he's
Yeah,
like, "Oh damn, he's
I
Mark Scorsese."
I can
Honestly, I
flip
love
this.
yeah Scorsese, Tarantino, some guy like that. I like Scorsese. He's my favorite director, I think.
So,
I like movies a lot.
but you're not an anime person, like, but but
No, not really. I like live action movies. I like seeing people doing stuff.
do you like Steven Seagal movies?
Stevens, that the name's familiar, but I don't know what movies he's made.
Never mind. I'm joking. So, let me ask you another question.
No, I'm actively looking up these movies right now. Give me a minute. Sorry.
No.
No, fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh
I'm
my.
doing this now.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got me distracted. You got me in my autistic gaze.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here's a loud cat. The cat's back. Fuck. I'm being retarded right now.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. I haven't seen any of these movies, but some of them are on my like watch later like list that I
Wow.
have.
Okay. 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 Well, I implore you to get on it. I implore you to get on that. Some of the funniest stuff you'll see.
They look like very funny.
Like the most
Um,
like cheesy bad action movies. Like
yeah, that type of funny. I get like the epic movie or like that those type of movie style.
and it's a lot
Yeah,
of
but
it.
like
A lot of it has to do with the fact that Steven Seagal himself, like in his later years, is like just fat and old and doesn't do like any.
he is just fat. He does look pretty fat and old.
Yeah,
He
just
looks
like
like Guy Fieri almost.
yeah, like he's supposed to be
He's
like
like
a super badass in every movie, but then like he gets older and fatter with every movie, and so he's doing less and less. Like
that adds to the hilarity though.
yes, exactly, and but it's like he never tones down how badass his character is supposed to be. Like every
He's like mock
movie,
up.
yeah, it's crazy. I implore you to dive into that rabbit hole. But we got questions, June. We got questions.
We do have questions. I'm sorry.
This isn't the Steven Seagal hour. As much as I would love to get that podcast off the ground, I got some questions.
I'll
So,
co-host. I'll co-host. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, what's your personal stance on allowing children to transition at a younger age? Do you think there should be a limit in terms of how young someone should be before drastically altering their bodies with HRT and surgeries?
For surgeries, I think they should definitely wait. For like 18 plus, maybe even like 20 plus around there. The surgeries are like hard and like stuff, and like a lot more drastic in some cases, like SRS and like shit like that.
You're talking about when they cut the
Like bottom surgery, yeah.
when they do that. Would you ever consider that as an option for yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely like a maybe thing for me. Like for sure, I'm gonna get my balls moved. Like hopefully sometime this or next year, probably next year.
I mean,
But like,
look.
I don't know if I'm gonna go for the neo veg yet. You know?
Yeah. I mean, 'cause I gotta be honest with you. Man. It's like I've seen pictures, I've read stories, and it
Some of them, sometimes they don't look really bad. Sometimes they don't look horrible. To be honest. But like on the other hand, some of them look like fucking just got like why?
I mean, in the case of it not going your way, you're gonna.
I would like, yeah, exactly.
You're gonna really jump off of a fucking roof. You're gonna
probably. I've done shit like that before, so it's like
you're gonna jump off of a roof. I'm just saying, like, that's one thing that I really can't wrap my head. Like, okay, like wanting to dress like a girl and breast implants.
I don't really care about dress. No, I would not do implants. Implants are fucking retarded. Like, I don't want to get that. Implants look fake, and also you gotta have them checked like every year or some shit. It's like not worth it.
So you're more willing to have your penis removed than to get like breast implants?
No, there's just like different options for like breast shit. Like you can get like augmentation, like fat, like movement.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna put fucking plastic in my skin, you know?
I feel you.
Okay, like for the HRT, like I don't really like that's like anytime. Like start as soon as your kid realizes, you know.
But like you don't worry at all about the possibility that they might not really understand fully the decision that they're making in terms of the changes it's going to do to their body and the potential that they could regret it.
Let kids be dumb.
Let kids be dumb.
You live once, might as well be dumb when you're a kid and then realize later that you're wrong.
Damn.
Because then if you let's say like, oh, I think I'm trans at like 6. Oh, I start HRT at like 10 or some shit, like puberty blockers or some shit.
You're gonna be
and then no, but like let me keep going. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm like let's say 15 they start estrogen. And then they go through that a bit and they realize like maybe at like 16, 17, I don't think I'm trans or something. They realize after, you know? Not like a bit before they're even an adult, they realize. This is a hypothetical. Like
I got you.
But like if you start earlier and then regret it like a little later, you're not like you're gonna be able to live the rest of your life like realizing, oh, I was wrong at some point, but like at least I'm still not wrong, and like doing it later in my life, and like yeah, and like best case it just makes passoid young shits, you know.
So you're saying that you would rather be wrong young than to be like 30 trying to transition and being a complete hun?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? No. What? Like, why wouldn't you want that? Like,
okay.
if I could have, I would have been on hormones a year old.
I got you. Um, how do you
Oh,
how do you feel about the somewhat strange relationship between transsexuals and who they refer to as chasers, or the men who pursue them with
the guy I'm
romantic
trying to
and
see is a
sexual?
chaser, so yeah.
Well,
I, I
he
he
specifically has
claims
a
he says that other people have called him a chaser. So I'm saying he's a chaser too.
so
Um,
he specifically has a thing for transsexuals. What you saying?
he has a bit. He has like a lenient. He has like a he leans towards like trannies, is what I think he said.
Okay, yeah,
I have bad memory. Sorry.
I got you.
Um, but like yeah, chasers are based. I love
Chaser
chasers.
chasers are based. I don't think
Yeah,
I've.
like I'm not getting any other attention, so it's like I'll take whatever.
Yeah, and
It's
I've
better,
met
and positive attention is always a lot better than
no attention, right?
yeah, or
Or
negative
negative
attention, like I
attention.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of seems like when the word chaser is thrown around, it usually has like a negative connotation attached to it. Like it seems like when I've seen transsexuals use that word, it's like
I
they're
use it on guys I don't like,
yeah, and see, to
which is
me,
like, yeah.
it kind of reminds me of when girls say like, "Oh, that guy's weird," or he's a creep. It's like that
Yeah,
designated
that's
word.
basic. That's more or less how it's used, yeah.
Yeah,
For me, I mainly use it for guys that want me to like dick the guy down because it's like, why the fuck do you want a woman to dick you down?
and see, that's another thing that I noticed, and I know it differs because some transsexuals don't mind topping, if you will, but it seems like
Nah,
to
I
me,
can't top.
yeah,
Like,
it seems like with some transsexuals, like when they use the word chaser, they're specifically talking about the kind of guy that has like that porno tranny fetish, and they want to like suck the dick and get fucked and all that, and
yeah,
they don't.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's more or less how it is. Like,
yeah, and
chasers like for those type of guys.
yeah, and it's like they don't really understand that just because they have a penis doesn't mean that they want to use it in the way that they might want them to use it. Like they still would rather be the submissive feminine role during sex. It would be a complete turn off for them to to be with a guy that wants to get fucked or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, and so I think again that's kind of what, like, I think chaser is meant to describe like a specific type of guy that has an interest in them, but otherwise I think if the guy understands like, okay, well, this is a transsexual, they probably just want me to fuck the shit out of them and choke them and call them names. I can do that. He'll probably have an easier time.
Yeah,
He'll probably have
exactly. Like,
an easier time, finding somebody that he's compatible with. But still, you say chasers are base, but you're saying that in regards to the right type of chaser, the one that's not
yeah,
trying to.
like the ones that are like cool, you know?
The, not the guy that's like bang me, mom.
Yeah, yeah, bang me mommy. Bang me my big huggable chubby dummy mommy.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Okay.
Oh fuck. Those words coming out of my mouth make me want to throw up right now. Damn.
I feel like I've forced you to be more enthusiastic. Listen to
uh
yourself.
no, I get silly after I like talk
Nah,
about myself because I like
nah,
talking about myself because I'm
nah,
narcissistic.
nah. That's all me. I brought that out of you. Come
No,
on.
it takes me a bit to get comfortable with people, and it's been like almost an hour now, so it's been like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're already compadres.
Yeah, no, I get attached to people too easily.
Yeah. Don't get too
I'm
attached
not
to
saying
people.
we're attached. No, I'm not saying we're like attached. I'm just saying it's like easy for me to connect to people over time.
Don't scare me away already. This is a
I
professional
could leave
interview.
right now. Nah, it's like, yeah, I get that. I'm
Yeah.
taking this like a fucking job interview, but chill.
But so yeah, we're just chilling and having a good conversation. It's all good.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I find interesting is that while trans acceptance is growing, it seems to me that men who date or have sex with transsexuals are still considered gay or fags by most people. Don't you think that it's sort of contradictory that people will accept you as a woman but question the sexuality of the men that date your kind?
Wait, what?
That one went over your head, didn't it?
I kind of zoned out for a second. I'm sorry.
Okay, what I'm basically saying is that they like trans acceptance is growing in different parts of the world. Would you agree?
More or less, yeah.
And there are people who will say, "Yeah, trans women are women," right?
Probably.
Come on,
I'm
right?
I'm yet to really meet anyone like that, so I don't know.
But you know that it exists though. You know this is something that's happening. Is what I'm saying.
No, it is fiction. It is a myth. Yeah. It's never happened to anyone ever
Come on,
until it happens to me.
until it happens to you. But
Nothing is real unless I see it. You're not. You're an AI.
that's probably not a damn. You could be an AI too. Realistically speaking, this is kind of
Everything's AI. Everything's computer generated.
it's probably for the best we don't talk about it or think about it. Just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, I'm about to go under like fuck.
But June, listen,
I'm gonna go on a bender again. Damn.
listen to me, June. But you know, there are some people that accept transgender women as women, right? You know this
Yeah,
to be true.
probably.
Okay, so don't you think that it's kind of like contradictory how people will accept and go along with the idea that transsexual women are women, but then they still look at the guys who date them like they're fags or gay, if you want to be.
People are just retarded.
Explain, June.
Like, I don't know. People are just retarded. Like, get better.
People are retarded. Get better. Oh, June, you're
Like, if someone's like if this person's a woman, and they're dating a guy, wouldn't that like be straight? But people are like, no, it's gay because she has a dick. But it's like, what if she gets like post-op, for example? Like, is it still gay then? Like, people are retarded.
well. See, I just find
It's just like that.
I just find it weird because it's like the way our culture is leaning now. Like you could get backlash for going against the transsexual agenda, and when I say agenda, I don't mean it like in a bad way. Just it is what it is.
I don't know what you mean in general. Like, I don't know what you mean by that.
I can't tell if you're being like sarcastic or serious. I was like okay.
No, like I'm actually kind of confused. What the fuck is the trans agenda?
The-
It's like, is it like some Unabomber shit? Like,
No,
is it the
it's-
trans manifesto type
No,
shit?
it's the look. When I say the trans agenda, it's like it's an idea that a transsexual's decision to transition and to say I identify as a female, even though I was born a male, is the idea that that is a valid statement. That is
Oh, like
that is,
it's okay to be trans type thing.
yes, and it's like okay, if you identify as female, I accept that. That is fine. I'm not gonna sit here and say no, you're a male because you were born. That's what I mean by the trans agenda is the idea that men can in fact transition to women and vice versa. Some people accept it, some people don't, but I think that in our culture, acceptance for it is growing. If that makes sense.
I think so.
But what's weird about it is that as the acceptance for it grows, people still see the guys who are attracted to transsexuals as gay or a fag or whatever. And I always just found that, like, I'm not gonna say it's not understandable, but it seems like people are, on one hand, are willing to accept the ideas of someone being transsexual, but they're not willing to extend that to the men who actually date them. It's like, yeah, it's a woman, but you're gay for wanting to fuck this woman.
I guess I just don't care.
Okay, yeah. Look, that's a perfectly reasonable stance.
Okay, like I'm a guy, like you're a guy, like
Now hold
some
up.
of the
Now.
people, a good amount of the people listening to this are probably guys.
Yeah, but you're all right. But you're supposed to be transgender, June. Like,
Yeah, I know, but it's like I'm basically a guy.
oh God, you're a different type. I'm glad I got you though, because we need different
That's
types
silly.
to keep this interesting. This definitely, like, you presented another side to this whole discussion. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hold up. I'm just going through my questions.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay, so in your experience and opinion, for all the chasers out there or guys who are attracted to transsexuals, what are the keys to victory in this endeavor? What are the do's and don'ts of trying to date someone who's transsexual from your perspective?
Don't be pushy. Like, don't just throw yourself at people. First of all, that's just a general dating tip. Like, just don't throw yourself. Like, be nice. Don't just send them a dick pic and like, yeah. 9 times out of 10, trans heroes don't like when you touch their dick or like, yeah, really.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
I always felt like that was probably one of the most important things. Like,
to an extent, yeah, you gotta discuss that though, because some people are kind of okay with it.
but it does seem like a lot.
Like
Go
me,
ahead.
for example,
Yeah. You're strictly
like I'm kind of
anti no dick touching.
no, I don't really care that much. It's just
Oh.
like I'd prefer if you didn't.
Yeah. And so if
Like
a guy,
I'm not gonna top you, but it's like I
if
don't. You can
if-
touch it if you want to.
you can touch it. So, but basically, if a guy leads with showing like a lot of interest in wanting to do things with your penis, it's gonna turn you off, basically.
Probably depending on the things.
The frotting.
I would be probably cool with frauding. I think frauding
Okay.
might be the farthest I would go.
I shouldn't even know that term. I've been on 4chan too long.
I've been on there for like 8 years now, so it's silly.
God damn. What? I mean, now I'm the
Yeah,
one that.
since I was like 10, so yeah.
Yeah, you.
Fuck, I've been on the internet for too long in general. Like, I got a computer when I was like 6 or like 5 or some shit.
Yeah, I think I got my first computer around like 12 or 13, and
No, I was like raised by I'm basically raised by the internet.
yeah, I was like 12 or 13, and I was, oh God, I think the first thing I did was like look for porn, and then it was just all downhill from there.
Yeah, I had a pretty bad porn addiction.
Right.
VHS. Yeah.
Wait, right? Oh, so you don't anymore, but you used to.
No, like I just don't really have the sex drive now. Like, yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Like
And also like a few years ago, it kind of just like made me depressed. But then I would jack off to get like dopamine release, you know?
Why would it make you depressed?
Because like bottom dysphoria and like shit.
Oh, I see. Because you're playing with what you want to get cut the fuck off.
Well, like I don't know. Yeah, sure. Basically, let's go with that.
I mean, look, maybe I just.
It's just
I
I don't like it. Like I don't like my dick.
Okay. I like mine, but I don't have gender dysphoria.
But yeah, exactly. Like that's the difference.
Yeah. Let me see here. Do you? I'm trying to. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm thinking of silly things.
Okay, yeah. Do you now? Obviously, you're someone who you are a believer in the transgender agenda,
Yeah, probably.
and obviously you know that there are some people who don't share in your beliefs.
No, obviously everyone wants everyone to be trans.
Co-
Definitely,
uh,
for sure,
June,
no doubt,
June,
100%.
June,
My parents
please.
want to be trans. My brothers want to be trans. My cat that's laying right next to me wants to transition into a guy.
What's up? What's up with? Hold on, this is another. This I'm just gonna sidetrack a little bit. What's up with transsexuals and cats? Like, what's up with that?
The cats were my mom's idea, so yeah. But like the cats like me, so it's
It's,
okay.
just seems
They're cool.
like a lot of you guys have cats. Like
My
you're
mom
more
got the cat. I wanted a fucking turtle. I was like, no, turtles are nasty. We're getting cats. We're
okay.
getting the fucking animal that poops in a box.
Okay, but back to my original question.
Yeah, sorry.
There are some people who obviously don't agree with your beliefs on gender and transsexuals and
Yeah,
whatnot.
obviously. My parents,
And
for example.
yeah, so do you think that like do you think that it's okay, or are you fine with people having a different opinion of you on this particular issue, or do you want it to be like everybody just be on the same page, or can you just live with people not agreeing with you and believing in what you believe in terms of gender?
No one's really agreed with me, so it's like
I mean, but you have your ally, like
I I I agree with myself. That's all that matters.
you have a community as well. Like there's a community for you where people accept you and they believe in the things that you believe in.
Yeah, I talk to so many of these like cunts on Discord.
Yeah, yeah, but and then on the other side, you have people who don't necessarily believe in this idea that a man can transition into a
Like
woman.
90% everyone I interact with in
Yeah,
person.
yeah, sure.
Except for like a handful of people, but like still.
Yeah, but it's like, are you fine with that? Are you comfortable with that, or do you like, do you wish that more people were accepting of it? Like,
I
do you
would
take?
I would definitely enjoy life a lot more. But like I don't care as long as they're not like actively trying to murder me, which they might one day, but we'll see.
So as long as they're not trying to cause you any harm or harass you based on the way you want to live your life, you're fine with people disagreeing.
Well, I'm always I'm there I'm so it's like I don't really care about that. They're
Okay,
just
that's
not like I'm not majorly harassed. I'm not like fucking stabbed or whatever.
it's more like a subtle dislike of you.
Yeah, more or less. That's how most people around me
Yeah, yeah.
are.
It's, this, I,
They just know.
this
I get
fag.
fucked a lot. It's silly.
I really don't like this fag, but hey, I'm not gonna kill him. That's
Yeah,
that's
not yet.
that's
Wait for the genocide, you know?
that's the general attitude. So how do you feel about pride or the more vocal LGBT people who are into being activists or heavily involved in anything regarding LGBT culture? Because you see some people who distance themselves from the identity politics regarding their sexuality and prefer to stay under the radar. Where do you fit between those two extremes? Are you more of like a rainbow flag, trans flag waving, pride parade going type person, or are you just more under the radar?
I would say I'm more under radar. I kind of just am here. Like all the people, like I'm not even gonna say like 90%. Like all the people, like that go to that shit are like obnoxious as fuck, and like I despise all those people, and I hope they're the first ones to die.
Oh, come on, June, come on. Like, let's not go there. It's not because
Let's not go. Let me not spiral on the fucking podcast.
yeah,
That's actually a very good point.
yeah. Come on now.
Um. Uh, but like,
Is that really how you feel? Come on, June. Tell the people how you
no, but
really
like,
feel.
no, genuinely, like those people are like really obnoxious. But like, I don't care. Like, they do them.
And,
Um.
and you do you.
It. I do me. Yeah. Cry in my corner or whatever.
Cause like that's not really my vibe. You know, like I like tranny porn and traps and stuff like that. But I don't. Yeah, but I don't really. Oh yeah, just
Uh.
make fun of the guy with too much tranny porn on his hard drive. I understand, but what I'm saying is like I
Uh.
look, I like these things, but I'm not really into
I
like
get that.
I'm not into the identity politics as far as like wearing my sexuality on my sleeve or none of that shit like that. Like
I'm not a hugely political person
yeah,
these
like
days.
I just want to fap to some traps every now and then you know just clean up and keep it moving. Like I'm not like so. But on the other side, I think that the good thing about like the LGBT community and the whole pride thing is that it does create a space where people can go to feel more comfortable. Like at least there's somewhere where you can say, okay, well, I might not be accepted where I am, but there are places where people will embrace me and they'll understand me. So I don't see it as like a totally bad thing, but I see where you're coming from as far as like when it goes to the extreme, like it does seem very obnoxious and just it's just kind of off-putting. But or maybe that's more so just because like it's just not my way to look at my own sexuality, like to take it that seriously. And you kind of seem like someone who's kind of similar in that respect, that you know you are who you are, but you don't take it that seriously to where you're gonna put a rainbow on your forehead or something like that.
Yeah, no, like you do you, I do me. I want to fuck a guy. You don't. Whatever. Uh, people. People are like so crazy. The idea that other people like exist and have lives is just so crazy to me. Because it's like, what the fuck? And like, shit.
Yeah. You're just completely into yourself right now. You're not really concerned with what other people do and what other people think.
As long as it doesn't hurt me, I'm chill.
Yeah. Even if they're like
Like
a serial killer, as long as they skip over you, it's all
a
good.
fucking KKK member could fucking walk down the street and I would not give a fuck.
Okay, I got you. I kind of feel the same way. I just I just do. But so okay, what are your 3 favorite hobbies?
Give me a minute. Let me think. Painting.
Painting.
I paint. I'm like Hitler.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Are you
no,
are you
I'm
any
very
good?
shit at painting. No, I'm shit.
Send me some
Um,
pictures of what you've done.
yeah, I'll send them right now. What I think. Watching and reviewing movies.
You
I
do
like watching movies.
you review
I don't.
movies?
I not nothing official. I just like write down my reviews and shit.
Why don't you just, do
Um,
like why don't you do like a YouTube channel or something and
because
just
I don't have like editing shit. I'm literally talking to you on my phone. Like I don't have the space for a fucking
get a
like
get a laptop.
compute.
Get a
I don't
laptop.
care about that. I don't care.
Oh
You
god.
don't tell me like
I, I don't tell you what to do.
that. No, you don't. I tell myself what to do.
I'm just trying to give you a suggestion to have an outlet for your creative
No,
mind.
you no. Um, I don't like having creative thoughts. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
You
I'm
got
gonna say
paint?
four. I'm gonna say four of them because it's like, yeah, I
Okay.
like walking around and shit.
What about running?
No, I don't. Running's too intense. You gotta walk. You gotta
Dude,
enjoy. You gotta take in the surroundings.
I love running. I'm a run junkie.
No, I like taking things slow.
Okay.
That also includes like hiking and like mountain climbing.
Okay,
Like
that
Florida doesn't like just being outdoors really.
okay.
Florida
Yeah.
doesn't have mountains, but like I visit New Hampshire sometimes, and it's like New Hampshire is great mountains. I love New Hampshire.
Yeah, I love
Um,
oh yeah, keep going. I was about to talk about
Cooking. I
cook.
really like cooking.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to cook at home, but it's like I wish I could because I love cooking.
Why aren't you allowed to cook at home?
I live with my aunt and like my grandma, and they just like don't like me cooking for some reason. Like they don't trust me with like the stove, I guess,
Oh wow.
or the oven at that point. So I'm kind of stuck with the air fryer and like the
The
mini
mo-
oven or whatever, the microwave. Yeah, we don't
What's
even
your
have a fucking. We don't have a toaster. I'm mad at that. I'm gonna buy myself a toaster.
what's your favorite what's your favorite time of the year as far as like the four seasons? Like winter, summer, spring?
Uh, Winter because I live in Florida, so that's the coldest it ever gets. But
I
like
see.
based on like what I've been like in New Hampshire, where it's like you get the four seasons that are actually happening with like the snow and shit. I'd probably say fall because it's like you get the cold, but you don't get the snow yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I would definitely say fall otherwise than winter. Like definitely those two. Summer and spring can suck my dick. Like especially summer. Fuck summer.
I mean, I'm the exact opposite. I love summer. I'm looking forward to summer.
That's fair. I can get that. It's just like
I
I
love it.
like cold. I'm a
I
very
like
cold person.
I go out and like I mean I wait to the hottest days and just go running and just kill myself out there. It's so wonderful.
That's fair. I used to go swimming a lot before like the dysphoria hit. So yeah. Even then, like I still I would only swim with like a t-shirt on still. Like,
What
I
do you
was like I always would be like swimming with a t-shirt on because I like didn't want to show my like stomach and like chest area and shit.
I mean you should probably get into working out if you feel insecure
I am
about.
working out. I am working out. I've been on calorie deficient very horribly. What like I'm trying to calorie deficient.
Do you do intermittent
Um
fasting?
Basically on like I go on benders and don't eat for like almost 3 days. So it's like
Wow,
yeah,
wow, that's not healthy, but uh, I mean,
it
or
it doesn't really work, but yeah, it happens.
I think I would suggest like something more manageable, like what I
I'm not a consistent person.
hey, and that's been a big struggle for me throughout my whole life as well. So I completely understand. Like I'm just now at 30 figuring out the whole consistency thing. So I completely feel you on that. But I'm just suggesting because me personally, like the way I eat, I only eat between 6 p.m. and 2 a.m. And like that's been working out for me as far as keeping my weight under control. And it's very manageable depending on like what your sleep schedule is.
Can I say another hobby that I like?
Go ahead.
Uh, Photography. I like
For
taking pictures.
for top, yeah, I have a camera, but I got it for like doing music videos and whatnot.
I have a Polaroid camera, like one of the old ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have not bought film for it though, so I have not even used it yet.
You like photography, but you don't use the camera.
I'm too lazy to buy the film because it's like expensive kind of.
I got you. I got you. Um,
Yeah.
what? what do you think about the idea that some guys transition not because of gender dysphoria, but rather because they are tired of struggling with the challenges of being a man or want to have an easier time with dating? Or, as some would say, the incel to tranny pipeline.
You do you. It's not my problem.
You do. Come on, June.
Like, I don't have to worry about those guys.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, don't you find that fascinating? The idea that some guys might be transitioning for reasons other than gender dysphoria.
No, I don't really care.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, isn't like reverse dysphoria a thing? Like you do HRT and then you like notice you're getting tits and stuff and get sad. I've heard people say shit about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you keep going.
yeah, no, that was the questions. That was we got through them.
No, you got to. That's silly.
Come on, what were you expecting? I'm supposed to give you 100 questions?
Bro, I've had like fucking people ask me a lot. I talk to people for like hours sometimes.
Oh, I
We
see.
talk.
I see.
I
Well,
also like talking about myself a lot, so yeah.
yeah, we got through the questions though. We got through the main questions. So
That's
yeah.
silly. That's great. That's crazy.
Yeah, but because I'm interviewing multiple people, so everybody can't have a 3 hour.
I get that, yeah.
Everybody can have a 3 hour interview, Jude. I know you like.
I
I'm sorry.
know, I know. I talk about myself.
I'm sorry I can't satisfy your narcissism with a 3 hour interview, but
No, I just joined some random like fucking Discord servers, VC, and talk to myself for an hour.
I see. I see.
I'm actually getting sleepy, so I might go to bed soon.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. You can, because we got the questions out of the way. Uh,
True. I don't really care. I'm probably like I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to bed soon. I actually won't go to bed for another 2, 3 hours, so it's silly.
you can say goodbye to my fans real quick, just for the sake of the interview.
No.
Yes, say goodbye to my fans, so I can turn off the recorder.
What if I just don't?
It wouldn't be a neat way of ending the interview.
I don't like saying goodbye.
I don't like goodbyes either.
I'm attached to your fans already. I'm attracted to every single one of them. If you're listening, I want to have sex with you. Hot, sweaty, intense sex.
You hear that, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I'm kind of burnt out from today. So it's been a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to quietly turn off
Yeah.